So you may have seen my last review of the Fire 7. The tablet that on the budget side of things is actually pretty good. And a lot of people are asking me for a review of the HD10, which just came out. There was one in 2017, and now there's a new one in 2019. And they come out in all new colors, which is great. But for the first time ever, they've colored not only the back, but the front, at least on the white one. That's why I got the white one. I think it's kind of cool looking. But your question is this any good? Should it replace the HD10 if you already have one? Well, don't worry. I'll answer all of those questions right after this.
This is, you listening to Travis.
What up, players? Welcome back. And for all you new people, welcome. My name's Travis and I do tech videos every single week and have a blast doing them. If that sounds like fun to you, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Anything I talk about will be in the description below. But for now, let's just get into the video. So I did the review of the Fire 7 just a little while ago. If you haven't seen that, I'll leave a link in the description below. But the HD10, at least last year when I did the review of the HD10 2017 edition, was actually my favorite Amazon tablet. And this promises to be the fastest Amazon tablet they've ever come out with. It's newer, so it should have all the best cool things, right? Well, maybe. Not everything is quite as rosy as I thought it would be, but for the most part, it's pretty good. Let's talk a little bit about the specs on this thing. First of all, it's a 10.1 inch display, 1080p, 32 gigs of storage on the low end, and 2 gigs of RAM. Now that doesn't sound impressive, and it's not. It's not really impressive at all. However, for Amazon, this is kind of one of those things where the specs don't necessarily matter. What's important are the things that this thing can do, and as a media consumption device, this thing's actually really good. It goes for $150 normally, but multiple times during the course of the year, you will see this at $99. And definitely, I'll say without even finishing into this video, if you see this for $99 and you have kind of light use for a tablet, this would be a good buy. But let's talk a little bit more about it. Now, it only has one speaker. I want to talk a little bit about that real quick. It doesn't sound great. For movies, you're going to want to use either Bluetooth headphones or the headphone jack that is still on this tablet. It uses micro USB-C for the first time ever on an Amazon tablet to charge, but I haven't been able to find anything else to work with that, just the charging portion, although you can charge it faster. It comes with a 9-watt charger, but you can charge it with maybe your smartphone adapter to even get a little bit more faster charge out of it. But you might not need it that often because this thing says it'll get 12 hours of mixed use. Now, the funny thing about that is for 12 hours mixed use, what does that mean? Does that mean mostly web searching? Does that mean using apps? Does that mean watching videos? They don't really say. Essentially, you should expect about 10-ish hours of whatever the heck it is you're doing on this thing. And while 32 gigs and 64 gigs on the high end is not very much, it does have a micro SD card slot for expandable memory all the way up to 512 gigs, so that should keep you pretty good. And it's one of the tablets where they talk about how durable it is. They've shown in many commercials, they dropped this thing and it seems to hold on, seems to hold together pretty well. It's listen, I've never been able to scratch the screen on any of these Kindles, and I had Kindles all the way back from the original Kindle Fire. These things are really tough. Now, this is touted as being 30% faster than the Kindle 10 from a couple years ago. And maybe that's true. It has an octa-core now, which is 8 processors. More than likely, 4 are used for when things are kind of slow and you're not doing anything processor intensive, and the other 4 probably kick on, which, I mean, that's how most octa-cores work anyway. But here's the thing. The operating system, while being the newest updated version of Fire OS sitting on top of Android, I think 9.0, it doesn't really seem any faster. And as a matter of fact, there's times when it just plain seems slower. Let me show you something here. As you go through using the actual operating system itself, it seems about the same speed as the previous one. However, if you open up a browser window and then close it, you'll notice that the older version actually is faster. I don't get that. What is that all about? Having said that, pinch to zoom is a little bit snappier on the newer processor, the newer HD10, and that's great, I guess. I mean, the pinch to zoom is better, but if you close an app and it's taking longer, then what else? What's going on? Now, one of the biggest weaknesses of Amazon Kindle tablets is the fact that the App Store is not exactly the best. There are a lot of your major apps on there, but you might use a couple apps here and there that are not on the App Store. Fortunately for you, there is a way to sideload the Google Play app, and in which case, once you do that, this becomes an Android tablet, full on. There's tons of videos on YouTube about how to do this, so I'll leave a link in a card up here and in the description below. So if you pick up one of these, you can basically make this an Android tablet. But there's still a couple of cool things that I really do like about this tablet that aren't on normal Android tablets. Number one, this thing has actually, I don't want to say that name out loud because some of you actually have Echoes in your house, and if I say it, that's going to trigger them. So we'll just call it Allegra. It has Allegra built in, which means without saying anything, without touching the screen, you can invoke Allegra and have her tell you things, turn on and off your lights, play music, turn on a video, whatever the case may be. It does all the things that any Echo or Echo Show does currently. One of the things I liked about the old HD10 was that you could actually buy a case for it and then slap it on a display and it became an Echo Show. Like just, it charges it and everything. It's really cool. Just put it right on, boom, Echo Show mode, you're in there. Now you have an Echo Show and a tablet all in one. That's such a cool thing they did. Now, since this thing is USB-C, you actually can't use that old adapter. So if you have that old adapter, it's not gonna work on this thing. It doesn't plug into USB-C. However, you can still get the Echo Show functionality just by plugging in your power and then calling Allegra and telling her to turn on show mode. And then this becomes an Echo Show. So really at this point, you don't have to buy Amazon's actual like case and everything for it. You can use any case you want. You can just have it sit up, plug it into power, and now you have an Echo Show. And I've always liked the Echo Show. I have multiple in my house because that additional functionality of seeing things on screen to me really brings the value of this thing up quite a bit. And really any of the Echoes. Being able to visualize maybe traffic or a recipe or something like that, I think is awesome. And yes, this thing can play games. I downloaded Minecraft here, played a little bit just so you can see. It does play games. Frame rate was really good on this. You're not gonna be able to play some of your higher end games, but it'll get the job done. So really, who is this tablet for? Well, let me just start off by saying if you have the HD10 from 2017, there really is no reason to upgrade to this. If you have one of the other smaller ones and you like the Kindle Fire line, this actually is a pretty good upgrade. I would again wait till it's about $100, but I think it's worth it, especially with all of the integrations of Allegra and all that sort of thing. I really dig this tablet a lot. The battery life is good, it's very sturdy, and I've always enjoyed this, especially for media consumption, but who is this really for? And therein lies the rub. I used to use these all the time for lunch breaks at work. Whenever I wanted to watch Netflix or YouTube or something, I would have this like in a bag or at my desk or something where I could just watch it. And for that, it's great. The screen is big, you can use Bluetooth headphones, everything is great about taking in video content and really enjoying it on this screen. And also for someone's first tablet, maybe a kid or maybe an older relative or something like that, it's not expensive. They get you exactly what you need. If you love Amazon, you have instant access to all of their features and all of their cool stuff. They're constantly trying to sell you stuff. I would say it's a good pickup for one of those. But if you're looking for like a real tablet, something that's a workhorse, this isn't really the tablet for you. This is a low-end tablet from Amazon, integrated with Amazon, with some really cool features, but not something that's going to be your absolutely #1 hardcore tech person tablet. But as a gift for someone else, it could be great, especially if someone has never had a tablet before. I think they'll really dig it. It's super easy to use, and most people have an Amazon account, and you can hook it right up. If you have Amazon Music like I do, it's great. If you have Amazon Prime, even better. You get your videos on here, you can order stuff. It's pretty darn amazing. So I'm giving it 2 thumbs up. Great job, Amazon. I would love to see some more things next year, maybe more storage, more RAM, a better processor, because even though it's decent, I would love to see it faster, and maybe some other things. As a matter of fact, for those of you watching, tell me in the comments below, what kind of features would you like to see in the next Kindle Fire HD 10? Hopefully Amazon will read this, watch this, and read your comments below. That'd be great. That'd be awesome. If this video helped you out in any way, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. And if it didn't, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. I'm here every single week, having a blast. Hope to see you again real soon. Peace and love. Peace and love. Amazon, order me something.